Greetings one and all, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program, and the very first episode of this brand spanking new channel. I am Sneaksy, and well, if you recognize my voice, that's probably because you know my old channel, or you're like one of the 5 people who know me in real life and on the internet, and has actually heard my voice at the same time. Anyway, yeah, we're starting this new channel here, and we're starting with Kerbal Space Program. Because, well, I didn't know what else to record, to be honest. Also, reasons and words and stuff and things, and yes. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. I was sort of planning on having Jebediah here for us today. Unfortunately, if you go watch my sort of sound testing recording thingy that I'm gonna put somewhere in the channel, I don't know, probably some hidden folder in the dark corners of the interweb, you will see that I accidentally killed him twice. No, actually 3 times. But yeah. So, Jeb will unfortunately not be joining us today. If you don't know Kerbal Space Program, it is it's a space program simulator, sandboxy game thing, where you build rockets and try to fly them to other planets, and, well, half the time I just end up blowing things up, because, well, I'm not very good at rocket design. Anyway, we're gonna go to, I think in honor of Jeb, we're gonna go to Minmus today, because, you know, Jeb liked to push the boundaries of what's possible and what's not possible, and, yeah. This particular program has not been to Minmus yet, so in fact this is version 0.20 that just came out like two days ago, I think. 2 days ago, I think. So I haven't really done a whole lot with it yet. I put Jeb on the mun, and, well, you can see that in the other video. If I uploaded it. I don't know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. You'll just have to go find out. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna build a rocket and then sort of try and explain what this whole channel malarkey is about, so it's probably gonna get very confusing. We're gonna send, who are we gonna send up? We're only gonna send one person up. We're gonna send, yeah, let's just send one up. That's probably gonna be Bob or Bill. I don't know, I can't remember which one comes first. But we shall see, so we'll start by making a lander. It's actually been a long time since I've been to Minmus, so I'm not sure what we actually need for that. The gravity is quite low, I think. Yeah, it's low. And there's no atmosphere, so yes, I'm just gonna build this. Oops, no, don't want that. And yes, I'm well aware that I am not the best at rocket design here, so don't bother pointing that out. Or you can, I don't really care. Feel free, if that's what you want to do that. But anyway, yes, channel. I've been wanting to do sort of a YouTube channel for a very long time, but unfortunately I've never actually had sort of the time to do it, and well, my old computer, I just got a new computer, built a new computer here. Finally running Windows 7. My old one was running Windows XP, which I still find is a better, well, maybe not better, but easier to use thing for, well, operation system for certain things, anyway. Sort of like command prompt and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that's just weird that I don't like in Windows 7, and that's probably just me being crazy. But yeah, we're running Windows 7 now, and that turned out to be a lot easier to get stuff working correctly with sound recording and stuff. Because I could not for the life of me get that to work on Windows XP, so here we are. And now it's working, and now I'm hopefully finally gonna do this. Actually start this bloody channel up, and hopefully it'll keep running. I don't know if I don't actually know any sort of schedule yet, because my work is kind of up in the air, and well, some weeks I have a lot of work, other weeks I don't have any work, if that makes any sense. Because basically I'm a temp sort of thing at a nursing home, where they basically call me when somebody's sick or vacation or stuff like that, so I'll come in and fill whatever. Yes, I work with old people, which, you know, it's I like it. It's fun. They're nice people, even though half of them are suffering from dementia and stuff, so they don't really make any sense, and they can't remember what I said to them 5 seconds ago. But, you know, that suits me just fine, because I can't remember what I said 5 seconds ago either. So, if I start repeating myself in this video, that's why. Either that, or it just felt like it needed to be said twice. Although, probably the first one. Anyway, yes, rocket. This is our lander thingy. Oops. Stop that. There. That is our lander. Now, I'm gonna try and make a... What did I put that one on? I want that one. I'm gonna try and do a sort of transfery stage thing. For making orbit and making cake. Oh wait, no. Rockets don't make cake. Okay, I'm doing this completely backwards. I don't want this engine up here. Go away. I want... Yeah, this is what happens when I try to do stuff and not have a plan for it. And that is not gonna work. That is in fact not going to work at all. Okay, you know what? We're going to do something different. We're going to toss all this stuff out. That's our cockpit. We're going to... What are we going to do? We're going to do something here. I don't know what, but we'll do something. We're going to take... This is probably going to be too heavy to take off, but we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Yes, I said burn, not cross. No. That's not gonna work. How about if we... No? There. And then we take these. Yeah, this is gonna be a very strange looking lander thingy. But because the nuclear engines are so bloody long... Oops. Well, you can't just stick landing gear, because you can't stick landing gear in these, and the only landing gear we have, well, all the landing gear we have, are in fact not long enough to go on the sides of the thing. So instead we're gonna have to do it like this instead. So that means we get 3 engines, a lot of fuel, which is spread out all over the place. And this is gonna look very weird and probably be way too heavy. And I want a SAS, because on my last craft I didn't have an SAS and it was just a pain in the ass to fly. But let's try this again. Okay, so... Well, we're not gonna need a ladder. Ladders are for people who want to go up in the world, and we don't want to do that. Because when not going to be in the world. We're going to be on a well, a planet. Well, not a planet, a moon. So yeah. Right. So now all those should be connected, and that is our very strange lander. And now we need a decoupler. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this new thing. They've sort of shuffled all the parts around, so now I can't find anything. Which is just me being poor at this, I guess. I don't know. So, anyway, yes. No. There. I don't know if I'm going to try this new one. This is the Rockomax Skipper. It's new for this one. It's sort of a middle ground between the Poodle and the mainsail, which is actually nice because otherwise you'd go from like 220 meters per 220 kilonewtons max power to bam 1500. So it's nice to have sort of middle ground at the 650. I don't know if this is even going to work, but let's just put that. Oh bugger. Yeah, we're sort of going to need something that actually lets this thing land on Kerbin again because we want to be able to get this thing back home again. Yeah, I'm not very good at this. We shall see. Okay, so we got a decoupler there. So this thing will land on Minmus. Take off again, and then once we get into the atmosphere of Kerbin, we'll ditch the top part, and then we'll have parachutes on this. There. We're gonna put those. Can I put them here without the fuel line screwing up? Oh, good, we can. Okay, so that should be enough. 3 fuel lines? Yeah. Hopefully this thing will be enough to get us in orbit and I don't know if this will have enough fuel to actually get us to Minmus. If it doesn't, we'll just go to the Mun. And yeah, because that's closer. We'll see. We'll make this up as we go along. And this is going to be our takeoff stage. And for the takeoff stage, we're going to need this giant engine. That's not going to be enough, so we need some more instead. I suppose we could do a hybrid, couldn't we? A hybrid-y thing where we have... Usually I have 8 of these fuel tanks sitting around and then have... what do you call them? Jet engines connected to those. And then once we get up into the atmosphere, I will ditch those. Oh yeah, that's a thing now, isn't it? Yes, it's a bit... I mean, this is a alpha, beta thing? I don't know. I can't remember, is it alpha or is it beta? I forget. Anyway, so it has bugs, and that's just the way it is. But if we take one, and then... Yeah. You can sort of get around them. You can't... Apparently you can't place 4 of those at once, but you can place 1, and then you can then take that off, and then put them back on as 4, which should solve the problem. Let's see, we need some air intake, and... engine. There. And... I want 4 of those, and then because we're probably not going to use all the fuel in those, we're going to put that into that one, so that this rocket here, the fuel lines direct the flow of the fuel, so that instead of just draining fuel from this tank, this rocket here will actually drain from all those 4 tanks and then pull it into that one. there's still fuel in this. This one remain full. And the same thing up here. We're gonna start by emptying that one into these. Well, we're gonna empty that one and that one into these 3 tanks. And then once those 2 are empty, we'll start draining these. So those are sort of reserve tanks, I guess. But yeah, because these don't consume a whole hell of a lot of fuel, so just setting them straight on there is, well, that's basically a waste of fuel. So anyway, we're gonna do decoupler there. So as well as having those, we're gonna have normal rockets with that's cockpits. Can't use those. These ones. Yeah, this is a bit of a Franken rocket because, well, I'm just putting random stuff together, ain't I? And get on there. Thank you. Duct tape so that it doesn't fall apart. No, it's not duct tape, it's struts, but you know, same thing. Although this will probably massively explode or something. Wouldn't surprise me. That's what usually happens anyway. No, I'm fine. I'm not dying or anything. If I were, that would definitely be a very short lifespan for this channel, wouldn't it? Not even done making the first video and just drop dead in the middle of it. That would kind of suck. Oh well. Right. So. Yeah. Any bets whether or not this is gonna fly? My guess is... it might. It's probably not gonna be very stable, but it might. I'm not sure it's gonna get us to Minmus, actually, but... we'll see. Right, so we need to set up our staging here. Launch clamps. Okay, I want the jet engines first, because they take a while to power up, so then we can power those up, and then once they're at like 100 kilonewtons or something, then we can release the launch clamps and fire those rockets. Okay, we got a bit of a problem here, because I don't know which of these are going to run out first. It's probably going to be the rockets that run out first, so... yeah, we want to ditch those first, and then we want to ditch these. Oh, we want this one to fire as well. And then once all that is out of fuel, we'll ditch that and turn on that engine. And then, when we're done with that, we will that one, and then decouple that and turn on those engines, and that's for parachuting stuff. Well, that should kind of work. Wait, I just need to set up an action group here for these, just in case they actually, in case we get up to 10 or 15,000 before they actually run out of fuel. If that happens, we'll shut off the engines and the air intake, so that well, otherwise they're just going to keep burning fuel, and we don't want that, because they don't provide thrust. Anyway. So, let's give this thing a name. Since we're doing this in the honor of Jebediah, who unfortunately got massively murdered 3 times during my sound testing, it's called the Spirit of Jeb. Oops, caps lock. And let's see if this thing will actually fly or not. Or just, well, technically, since it's the Spirit of Jeb, it's just gonna do a back crash into Kerbin.